There's a moment most men reach, usually quietly, when something begins to feel off. Nothing dramatic happens, no crisis, no collapse, just a growing sense that life is moving and you're not quite sure you're the one steering it. John has been sitting with that feeling. He's not unhappy in the way people usually describe it, but there's a restlessness there. A question that won't fully form, yet won't leave him alone either. And it leads him to something simple but uncomfortable. Life gives every man the same raw material, the same 24 hours, the same passing days, the same limited number of mornings and evenings. And yet, when John looks around, he sees men living very different lives. Some seem settled, present, almost at ease with themselves. Others, and this includes John, feel as though time keeps slipping through their hands. He notices a man not far from him. That man seems content. His life looks orderly. He tends to his home. He moves with intention. He appears to enjoy what he has. And John can't help but wonder why. It isn't luck, it isn't intelligence, and it certainly isn't more hours in the day. The difference, slowly, begins to show itself. That man is living deliberately. Most men, without realizing it, drift. They move from obligation to obligation, from distraction to distraction, from one tired habit into the next. They don't choose their days, they inherit them. They don't shape their lives, they react to them. John recognizes this in himself. He sees how easy it is to let the tide carry him, how natural it feels to postpone reflection, how tempting it is to stay busy instead of being intentional. And then something else becomes clear. Nature doesn't drift. Nothing in nature wakes up confused about its role. Nothing pauses endlessly, wondering what to do next. A tree grows. A river flows. Bees work. Ants move. There's no anxiety about direction, only action aligned with purpose. John realizes that drifting isn't natural. It's learned. It happens when a man never stops to ask what his life is actually for, when no one ever taught him that time isn't something to be filled, it's something to be used. Life doesn't feel short when it's lived well. It feels short when it's wasted. John begins to see how much of his time has been handed away without thought. Evenings lost to distraction, weekends blurred together, years spent busy but not fulfilled. And the most sobering part is this. Life doesn't warn you when you're drifting. It simply keeps moving. Control, he realizes, doesn't come from force. It comes from clarity. The men who seem settled aren't rushing. They're choosing. They know what matters. They know what doesn't. And they protect their time accordingly. This is where John begins to change, not dramatically, but honestly. He starts asking quieter questions. What am I doing with my days? What am I giving my best energy to? What am I postponing that actually matters? And just as importantly, what am I tolerating that shouldn't be there at all? Ownership doesn't arrive all at once. The grows the moment a man stops pretending time is endless. The real lesson here is this. Life only feels short when you don't live it on purpose. John sits with that. No rush, no urgency, just the steady awareness that his life is his responsibility, and always has been. Nothing needs to change all at once, but something does need to change. And that choice belongs to him. If this helped you think more clearly, please like and subscribe. It helps this work reach the men who need it.